Hey, what's up, guys? We are days away from the first half of the final season of Breaking Bad. What a journey it's been. I just want to make some predictions on how things will go down, and I guess, kind of how I would do it. Um, Vince Gilligan has said since the beginning that the story is going to follow the same arc as Scarface, which gives you an idea of where it's going. Walt is the king. I mean, even the promos are saying, he's the king. He builds himself up from a nobody to, a guy that's in charge of everything. So that gives you kind of an idea what's going to happen. Is he going to, be sitting there with a mound of meth, like using his own product in this giant mansion while an army of enemies breaks in and shoots him? I kind of doubt it'll go exactly like that, but maybe something like that. I think Breaking Bad has always been infinitely better than Scarface. So I think Vince Gilligan's just saying, hey, if you want to reference where what kind of arc is going on here, it's similar to Scarface. But I think there's two things that have to happen. I think Hank has to figure out who Walter really is. And I think Jesse needs to find out how many times Walter has really betrayed him and how terribly Walter has betrayed him. The show has been toying with the idea of Hank finding out who Walter is since the beginning, since Walter decided to start making meth. Only seems logical. And how could you go on and not have Jesse find out, what Walt did to his girlfriend, what Walt did to his other girlfriend's kid, and all that. Now, here's how I would personally do it. I would have the first half of the season with Hank kind of closing in on who Walter is and finding it out, and Walter making the choice to kill Hank, his brother-in-law. Now, Walter's always been very protective over Jesse and his family, but he's also, betrayed Jesse over and over, and he's also grown into a very calculating criminal. So I feel, in the end, Walter is really all about himself, and he's about survival. So if it comes down to it, him having to make a decision like that, I think he would not hesitate to kill Hank. If he has to do it, I think it would be interesting if Skyler was in on it somehow and helping cover it up. She'd almost have to be, right? I mean, if Hank just suddenly dies, she's going to be looking at Walter going, well, what the fuck happened? And she'll probably be helping and trying to throw Hank off and this and that. But that's how I'd have the first half go. Hank closing in, and Walt kills him. And the second half, I would have in the second half of the season, I would have Jesse finding out what Walter has done to him, and Jesse just not being able to forgive him, and Jesse wanting to take over from the master. And I think Jesse has kind of changed, especially over season 4. He's a much more competent person now. And I think it would be interesting if his character develops to the point over the course of the final season where you feel like he could run that business. That would be interesting. If at the very end it's Jesse on top, maybe he's got a new recruit that he brings in to teach stuff. But then if that happens, like, how does Jesse deal with Skyler? Does he cut her into the business? Does he kill her as well? Does she kill him? What if Skyler, you want to piss some fans off, what if Skyler ends up on top at the end? I think it would be interesting. I know a lot of people just can't stand Skyler. I don't mind her, but that would be interesting, wouldn't it? Anyways, I'm beyond excited for the show to come back, of course. I will be doing my reaction videos, of course. Next week is just the best week ever. We have Breaking Bad coming back and Batman coming back. Freaking awesome. But let me know what you think of my predictions. You think they're totally off the mark? I mean, I feel like those are kind of safe predictions. I feel like both those things have to happen, and they have to be major parts of season 3. Also, from the promos, it looks like Mike is coming back, which fuck yeah, Mike's a badass. Who doesn't love Mike? But anyways, I won't let this go on too long. I just wanted to let you know where I think it, could and should go. Let me know what you think will happen, and yeah, we'll go from there. I'll see you guys on Sunday.